Namaste. We begin this standing balance flow that has intermediate asanas, so please just follow at the level that's appropriate for you. So bring your hands to your heart, get centered and in the flow. Exhale, the hands come down. And on an inhale, draw your knee into your navel. And as you exhale, bring the foot down. Inhale, left knee to the navel. Feel your core strength as an inner and outer state. Inhale, pulling to your center. And exhale, bring the foot down. So this pattern will underlie all our movement. So beginning this way is a way to connect to the underlying flow of coiling through the core and then expanding from that core. So slowly extend the leg back with the hips parallel, both knees bent, heart extending. And draw the knee back to center. And this time holding underneath the knee, keeping the heart open. We're going to slowly extend the leg out in front of you and down. Extend the leg out in front of you and down. Just very slowly warming up, extending the leg out in front of you and release. Now catch the inner arch of the foot, open through your hips. And then as you exhale, place that foot on your thigh and lower down in the beginning of Galavasana. Now you can take your hands to the earth. You can hook your foot around your arm, and the intermediate variation is to lift your back leg off the ground. Now slowly come back through the balance pose and come up to standing. So changing sides, knee into the navel, take it down and back, expanding from your center. Keeping both knees bent allows you to really ground into Apanavayu, the rooting force. And then as you extend the leg, feel the rising force in opposition. Now catch your inner ankle, open through your hips, and then take your foot down, flexing it so that when you come down, you can hook your foot around your upper arms. Now either stay there for the deep hip opening. If you can balance, go right ahead. Otherwise, most people will stay with the original balance for a long time. It's totally fine. Be where you are. And release into Utkatasana, knees bend. And exhale into the half twist. Inhale coming up. Exhale into the half twist. Inhale coming up. Exhale, rhythmic vinyasa. Moving the body between an asana and its related asana. So those two asanas share that coiling up through the pelvis, come up halfway, and keep that as you step back into Plankasana. Lower down into Chaturanga, rise into upward dog or cobra, and exhale into downward dog, still coiling through the pelvis and rooting through your heels. Inhale, extend the left leg to the sky. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, extend the right leg to the sky. And exhale, bring it forward between your hands. On an inhale, rise into Crescent Asana. Knee stays over the ankle. And exhale, take your left hand down, right arm across the sky. Now here's a variation. See if you can turn both feet to the right and extend your arm overhead. Exhale the hand by your side. Press down and extend the opposite arm, rolling it towards your face. Now exhale back to center, straighten your front leg. And now come back into the lunge. And from here, rise up into Crescent Asana. And exhale, shift into standing Virabhadrasana 3 with both knees bent. Now straighten the back leg and bend it in. Straighten the back leg, keeping the hips parallel. And then step back into crescent. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale. Slowly, hands come down. Straighten the leg again as a counter pose. And back into lunge. This time spin your left heel in and straighten your front leg for Parigasana, our gate pose. Extend your left arm overhead. And then on an inhale, coming up, either hand to your side waist, or if you can, on your fingertips, and open in the opposite direction. Now rising up, bend your front leg, and go under for the hip opening. Expand your arms in the tiger variation. And then straighten your back leg. Now standing on your hands, just straighten the front leg if you can. If you can't, it's okay. And then extend the leg back into downward dog and to the earth. Changing legs, inhale, left leg to the sky. And exhale, bring the foot forward for the 3 rounds of standing pose variations. Inhale up into crescent pose. Exhale, take your right hand to the earth and the left arm to the sky. Exhale, the hand comes down, and you can either stay with that variation or turn both feet to the left for Parshva Anjana Asana. This is an asana that came through my practice. And so the most important part here is as you open your hip and your hamstring, it's preparing us progressively for deeper asanas. So come back up into lunge, into high crescent, and preparing for Virabhadrasana 3. So draw your hands by your side, come into the bent knee variation, and slowly straightening your back leg, bending the knee, and straightening the back leg. It's a strong work through your gluteus, through your hips. Now inhale back up into Crescent Asana, and exhale, come down for counter pose, straighten the front leg, relax your neck, just for a breath. And then from here, come forward into lunge, turn your right foot to the left and come up for gate pose, straightening your front leg. Open your side waist with the inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up and change sides. And now preparing for the hip opener that will lead to Vishvamitrasana. Bend your front leg, clasp under, get close to the earth. Now the next variation would be to straighten the back leg, pulsing. You can either stay here, or if you can, straighten your front leg. And this leads to the balance asana here. So this is always an option for you. Now take your foot back and lower down into higher low cobra. Exhale down and shift back into plank. Now take your knees to the earth and open your chest as a counter pose, getting off the wrist. Come into elbow stand with plank body. From here, walk your feet in from downward dog. Open your shoulders. Keep lifting through your belly, pulsing through your heels, rising with the inhale, rooting with the exhale. Now take your feet back behind you, lower your hips down, and as you're ready, catch your outer ankles with your hands and rise into bow pose, Dhanurasana. Slowly adding the pulsation, if you like, coming back to center, and release and relax. Now bring your hands under your shoulders, rise into upward dog or cobra, and exhale, press back, downward dog. And from here, look forward, opening through the heart. It's your choice. You can rock back, you can step, jump, or fly. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, fold it in deep. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Center yourself, find a point to concentrate in front of you. And then on inhale, coil your right knee in. Exhale, take it down. Come back to the first pattern. And now, knee into the navel. Slowly extend the foot behind you. Heart and hips even. Take your hands down underneath your shoulders. Reach across. Catch the big toe side of your foot. Open fully. And then from here, slowly release into standing splits. This time, coil in, and one more time, expand the leg to the sky. And this time, draw your knee to your navel and come up to standing. As you clasp your hands underneath your knee, it's your choice. You can stay here. You can take your big toe with your fingertips, radiating through the ball of your feet. Now slowly extend the foot to the side. Standing in Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, or the expanded hand to Bigfoot pose. Now come back to center. Cross the foot across the thigh. Exhale down. Pulsing here, and come back to standing. So this is a long sequence, but in these 20-minute sequences, we're really bringing many different elements together. Here first, standing, back bending, leading through your heart. Bring your hands down under your shoulders, on your fingertips. Take the opposite hand to foot and feel the back bend here, shoulder blades moving into the body, heart extending forward. Now release the foot and go into standing splits. Exhale, contracting in the knee back to center. Inhale, extending the leg to the sky. And exhale, come down, but rise back up, knee to navel. Catch the foot underneath the back of the knee. Slowly extend the foot. You can keep the support or catch the big toe, radiating through the ball of the foot and the heel. Now slowly extend the foot to the side, opening up through your hip. At the same time, drawing the left hip under. And now back to center. Steady. Bring the foot across your right thigh and open your hips as you bend down. Now on an inhale, slowly come up, release your foot, and bring your hands to your sacrum and come into a back bend here. Now leading through your heart, exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway, back into Utkatasana. And now come into Parivrtta Utkatasana, the twisting variation. You can either stay there, or if you're ready, come into the balance pose. You can either keep both knees bent or radiating through both legs. You're pressing your elbow against your thigh to create a lever, and then it's a matter of shifting as we go to the other side. You can try it either staying in the twisting Utkatasana variation, or as the hands come down, you're simply shifting your weight forward and taking your heels to where your knees are. The second stage would be extending both legs. And now slowly back to center. Exhale and step back into plank. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, to upward dog or cobra. And exhale back into downward dog. Now on an inhale, extend the left leg to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Inhale the right leg to the sky. And exhale, bring the foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up into crescent. Remember the pathways from the last cycle. This time, exhale, draw the elbow across and come into full Parivrtta Parshvakonasana, twisting, opening the chest, option to bind and clasp underneath. And from here, come into counter pose, straightening the front leg. And now come back into lunge. Inhale up into crescent. And exhale, shift forward into Virabhadrasana 3. This time take your left hand down and you can radiate into Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana, or the twisting half moon. Now step back into crescent, come into counter pose, straightening the front leg. Inhale back into crescent. And slowly turn the foot and come up into gate pose. Now reaching either hand to the side waist of the earth, going down now towards the Pikasana. You can stay at this first stage, opening your hip, or shifting onto your right hand. Take the little toe side and open your hip fully. All that hip, hamstring, sideways opening comes together in Vishvamitrasana, named after the sage Vishvamitra. So you can straighten the front leg. If you'd like to come into the balance, feel free, and then come all the way down into higher low cobra. Exhale, press back, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And exhale, bring the foot forward between your hands. Come up into crescent pose. And exhale, elbow to the outside of the thigh. So as you twist here, preparing the spine to combine that twisting action in standing balance poses. So as you open fully here, exhale, take your hands down, give a counter pose to your front leg, and then come back into the fire. Rise up into Crescent Asana, eyes steady on a point, shift into Virabhadrasana 3. And this time, drop your right hand and either stay in Vira 3 or open through the twist. Right side waist towards the earth, left side waist to the sky. And now come back down, counter pose for the front leg. And now coming forward, turn your foot to the left and rise up, straightening your leg. Take your hand in alignment with your side waist, opening. Now slowly come down, take your arms underneath, feel that Bhujapita or shoulder pressing action. Stand on your left hand and either stay in the hip opener or extend the foot. Press the little toe side into your hand, roll your chest to the sky. And then, as you're ready, come down and either exit gracefully or through the balance pose. And coming around, higher low cobra. Exhale. And this time, press back into downward dog. Feet together. Now looking forward, go ahead and rock back, step or jump. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, fold it in deep. Now coming up with a flat back, sweep your arms overhead. Get grounded, connected. And now take a few moments to really feel the effect of your practice. The energy that's flowing in your hips and your heart, your spine, the flow of your breath, the connection to your core. And now live from this power as you flow through your day.